Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 82. And I want to apologize right off. Last night, I clicked save on the podcast instead of publish. So normally I would publish it around 9 or 10 p.m. And I accidentally saved it and then went to sleep. And I woke up this morning and noticed that it was still sitting there. So it is, obviously it's live because now you're listening to the next one. But anyway, just leaving home this morning. It's 38 degrees outside, just before 6 a.m. And I did calculate it, about 8 hours of driving today. And so that will give us 4 hours of playtime today. And we're going to be spreading that out over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a minimum of 5 casinos. It's going to be a longer trip. We are going to get some really good blackjack in, though, on a nice double-deck game. So, yesterday, nice little comeback. We did have a little bit of trouble with the car, with the battery. Seems like the battery is about 99% of where it needs to be to start the car. So I did bring a jump box with me today. So should not get stranded or have any issues anywhere. We will, when I get home, I'm going to be taking my son to his tournament, which is still a ways away from home. But that way I'll have the ability to jump the car without having to wait for someone to help us. And once we have a chance, we will switch out the battery. Now, why not switch out the battery today? It's not possible because the way that Ford made these vehicles, the battery is buried in the back. You have to pull out a couple of other items in front of the battery in order to do it. So it's going to take a couple hours to switch out the battery, maybe an hour. So I just don't have that much time to be messing around. So today I do have one team meeting. We will take care of that meeting between the second and third casino. We'll just pull over and we'll take care of that meeting, and we should be free the rest of the day after that. Remember, I am still on call. Last night there was one incident, and it was 1 minute away from having to start a full-blown investigation, and it resolved itself. So we'll keep an eye on that, keep an eye on the phone, make sure that nothing else happens that may require our attention, because like I said, I am responsible for all that, and that's the kind of thing that I don't want to ignore, because that will definitely put me in the spotlight. Anytime there's any kind of incident, the manager, director, and their manager are always on it. So I need to be on it first and have the answers for them. We would do like a team meeting along with the people affected. I would take notes. I would get all the information together, create an incident, help them solve it, and then manage, all the information about how it started, why it started, and how we can resolve it, and how we can avoid it in the future. So we were 1 minute away from that, and luckily it worked itself out. So right now we're heading off to our first casino. We're going to play some slots, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. Guess what I forgot? I forgot today is Friday, and I need to go to the office to check in, at least, to make it look like I worked today at least. So we're going to do that. Right now I'm stuck in traffic, if you can believe that. So we're going to head to the office, we're going to check in, and then move on to our first casino. And it's going to delay us about 20 minutes, but I got to do it. It's got to be on the record that I was at the office. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back, just leaving the office and heading out to my first casino. In and out in no time. Walked in, there was only one receptionist in there. I said hello. I said, man, I forgot something upstairs. I said, wow, it's dead in here. She's like, yeah, especially this early on a Friday. All right, see you later. And then I went upstairs, to my floor, and then took the steps back down, went out the front door, and see you later, agitator. So done with work for the day. As you know, I am on call this week, so I just gotta pay attention to everything, but looking like we're in good shape. We're gonna go to our first casino and don't really expect much there. They've been pulling machines out of this place, so hopefully we get some kind of play in and can make 100 or two, and I'd be happy with that. So that's what's going on right now as I'm waiting to get on the highway, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back and went into the first casino, and the first thing I saw was like a shock to me, because this casino has been getting rid of beatable machines, and then they put in one of the machines that's going to cause so much traffic with people who are slot hustlers. I was completely floored, and I sit down, I see it play right away. I start to play, I'm getting ready to play it. I put my card in, it doesn't work. Flip it over, it doesn't work. I tried 6 different cards, none of them worked. So I moved on to the machine next to it, which was also new, and there was a play on that one. I played that one through, made like $100 or something like that on that one. Came back to this one, still wasn't working as far as the card. I could put cash in there and play cash, but it's one of these plays that could go either way. So I'm gonna spin it 800 or 1,000 times, probably more than that, probably 1,500 times. Even at a low denomination like $1.50 or $2 a spin, I still want to get my points, especially if it could go either way. I at least want to get the points if I'm going to lose money. So I ended up leaving it, went around the whole casino, found another play, made a little bit of money on that one, and then came back to this one, and I was going to play it. So I see a slot attendant standing around talking to security, and I asked her to come over and take a look, and then she had another guy come, and he had 2 more people come, and now I got 4 people working on this stupid machine, and just taking forever. And I said, by the way, the free play doesn't work on these things either, because the one next to it, I was trying to use some free play on it, and it didn't work. And they, oh no, see, it's on right there, it says free play is on. So it was not on. So ended up finally just saying, the heck with it, I'm not gonna play it, because it was taking so much time, and now I couldn't even play it if I wanted to, because now I got 4 people working on it. So ended up just leaving it, and we're gonna move on to our next casino. I was in there a little bit longer than expected, but I did make $206. So plus 206 there, and now traffic is jam-packed everywhere. We're going to move on to our next casino, and we're going to have some traffic delays, but at least we got out early and got this casino in before traffic got too bad. So that's what's going on right now, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I am back. So in and out of this place in no time. Not much in there. I found a couple small plays, and made a little bit on one play, lost a little bit on another play, and we are continuing on to the next casino. We ended that session ahead, $18. So not much happening there. At this point, though, I need to stop and get some fuel, and I need to move on here. So right now, biggest priority, get on the highway, get out of this traffic, and get to a place where I can pull over, get some gas, and take care of my meeting. So that's what we're doing. I'm almost out of fuel, so it'll be good timing. It'll be about the same time that the meeting would start, that I would run out of gas. So we'll find a comfortable place to sit, go through our team meeting, and then we'll continue our trip to the 3rd casino. But so far, we're okay. Everything's fine, feeling good, and timing-wise, I'm in good shape. This is exactly where I thought I would be. I might even be slightly ahead of time here. So once I get to this next casino, I will put the 4th casino in the map, and that's going to be the furthest casino of the day. From there, I'll be able to figure out timing-wise what I can do on the way back, and still be able to get home in time. So that's what's happening right now. It is cloudy day outside. It looks like it wants to rain, but not quite. Just a gloomy day with heavy traffic and all that kind of stuff. But you know, we do what we can do here. So right now it's 39 degrees outside, and just moving on. I'll be back. All right, guys, talk about efficiency. We are going to stop for fuel with about 2 miles range and about 2 minutes before the meeting starts. That should give us enough time to get gas and get in the car and do the meeting. We drive as far as possible, and you know, we're not wasting any minutes. So everything seems to be good here. Looks like traffic looks pretty good at this point, so I don't think I have to worry about any kind of slowdowns or anything. We should be able to make it right on time for the meeting and look like the hero that we are. So that's what's going on right now. About another, I don't know, 20 minutes looks like, and we're gonna stop. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back, and I have a question here. Question is there an empire about to fall, or were they just out too late last night and they're tired? Because when I came in here, this group of people was not in here. Normally they're all over the place, 10 of them, 15 of them, maybe more, and all I saw is Mr. Flatface Butterface in there this time. So I don't know what's happening, but the last few times it went from like 15 people to 2, and now I see just 1 of this group in here. So maybe things are going to get better. I was actually able to make a little bit of money for once. I mean, usually I come into this place and, you know, I'm like, do I even want to stop here? Because there's so many people checking that there's no possibility of making money. But I did make a couple dollars. I was in there for about 20 minutes. I finished up my meeting, then I went to the casino, walk in, I see a small play, another small play, another. I'm like, wait a minute. These aren't very big, but they're plays, and that's really unusual in this place. Anyway, I played those through. Like I said, spent less than maybe 20 minutes in there, and ended up leaving the casino ahead $89. So a nice little $89. I actually considered not coming here because it was about 30 miles out of my way from where I needed to go. But I'm glad I did at this point. So right now, next stop, over 100 miles away. So we're going to relax now. It'll be afternoon by the time we get there. And hopefully they have the table that I want open and we're able to prosper from it. So that's what's happening right now. It feels like it's colder outside than what it really is. With it being cloudy with a little bit of a breeze, it's just not feeling great outside. But 39 degrees with a freeze warning in effect. Freeze warning, let me see what it says here. Sub-freezing temperatures as low as 28 expected from midnight tonight until 9 a.m. tomorrow. Frost and freezing conditions could kill crops, other sensitive vegetation, or possibly damage unprotected outdoor plumbing. Take steps now to protect tender plants from the cold. So yeah, that's gonna be cold tonight too. So anyway, we're moving on, and I'll be back. All right, guys, change of plans. Maybe I'm getting a little greedy here, but there is a casino 30 minutes out of my way that I could just swing by in and out. It's 15 minutes out of the way each direction, so it adds 30 minutes to my trip, and we can go in there. There aren't a lot of machines. I can just swing through, hopefully make 50 bucks, 60 bucks, whatever, and move on. I can also get free food from there, so I could probably, although my end point also has some free food, but I can load up on some drinks and stuff for the car. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and stop by this casino, and so this will be casino number 4, and we'll have a minimum of 2 more after this. and we're still going to be pretty far away from our furthest casino. So we'll be efficient in this stop here and hopefully make some money. I'll be back. All right, guys, as I am leaving this place, really it's a huge place, and they used to have so much more business, but bad business practices drove people away. But it's still a huge place, lots of machines, few tables, not that many good tables, but went in here, looked around a little bit, just looked at slot machines because table-wise nothing good is open yet, and just walked around here, found a couple different ones, and sat down, played those two, and took off, and that was really it. I did stop and get some food as well. Got some drinks, got some candy bars, and got a salad, which is like as plain a salad as you could get, which is what I like just lettuce and cheese and a couple small tomatoes, but it's all you really need. So right now we're gonna head out. Overall ended up ahead $70, which is pretty good considering not a lot of traffic, and gonna head out of here now. Let's see how many miles I am to the next place. I'm still about 85 miles away from my next stop, so we're gonna go there and have this little salad in the car, and I'll come back and update you. All right, guys, I am back. I was in there for a couple hours. Looked at slots for about half an hour, maybe a little less, maybe like 20 minutes, and really I found nothing to play at all. And then I went to the reason that I was here, which is the double deck game, which is a really good double deck, and I bought in for 500. There was another guy at the table. First shoe went pretty well, won a little bit, was ahead like $300 or so. Second shoe I was back to even, and then like the next 30 minutes I was hanging around even the whole time, up 200, down 400, up 300, down 200, and really could never get anywhere. Then the guy decides he had enough of that table, he wasn't having very good luck, and decided to leave, and promptly lost that money. Bought in for 500 more and lost that. In fact, I lost 13 out of 15 hands on a $100 table. I was spreading one hand at 100 to two hands at 500, and played there for about an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 45 minutes, somewhere in there, and I just couldn't get anything going ever. I mean, rebuy after rebuy was all bad. I had tons of negative shoes. Almost every shoe was negative till the last 20 minutes, and finally started getting some good counts, started raising my bet, started winning a few hands, started building it up a little bit. Got it up to like, I was involved for 8,500, and I got it up to like 4,500, and then just got destroyed from there. And I mean, it's like one of those things that's like unexplainable. It had nothing to do with decision making, had nothing to do with bets. Again, now for months now, 5 or 6 months, when you sit at a table and you lose 80 to 100% of the hands in a shoe, it's pretty hard, no matter what you're betting, to get ahead. And when 90% of your shoes are negative counts start to finish, it's just brutal. And the pit boss kept wanting me to let him change the cards out. I'm like, what? Why do I care about you changing the cards? Oh, I got to change them soon anyway. And the dealer's like, well, we just opened this table. He's like, no, we're supposed to at this time anyway. I'm like, why are you so obsessed with changing these cards? Finally, we changed the cards. I was down about 6,000 at that point, and Next, we started back up again and just continued exactly the same way and just couldn't do anything right. I played at that table, we're going to call it an hour and 45 minutes, spreading from one hand at 100 to two hands at 500. The high for the session was plus 300. The low for the session was about, I was down actually 8,500 at one point and ended up leaving down 8,325, and I had to leave. Not only was I getting his attention at this point, I had a great cover story, everything was good, but then all of a sudden other people started coming into the room, and really, I didn't really show my spread until the end, and even then I was losing hands. I mean, I don't think it was that big of a deal. And then when he starts asking, hey, by the way, what's your name? He's setting you up for the CTR. Oh, yeah? Where are you from? Oh, really? Oh, I have a friend there. All this stuff. He's like, what are you, Italian? Spanish? What are you? Yeah, that's what I am. So, that was a big setup waiting to get that paperwork filled out. So, overall, played 0 slots and had that big loss at the tables. And I'm just pretty much devastated right now. Pretty upset, pretty devastated. And I really don't know where to go from here. I'm getting it in good. I'm doing the right thing. I'm not playing around. I'm not even betting $30 when it's supposed to be $25. I'm not betting 125 when it's supposed to be 100. I'm betting exactly what I'm supposed to, when I'm supposed to, doing everything exactly right. And this has been my result now for about 6 months. I'm going to have to look at my charts and see what this break-even time is now, because now I'm for sure below 0 for the year on blackjack. And it's just so bad. This game is such a good game. It's a less than a quarter deck penetration, double deck, double any, hit any, hit 17, resplit to 4 hands. It's a good game. I mean, I haven't done the math on it, but it's got to be like, my guess would be like 0.21, 0.23, something like that, house advantage. That's it. And just could not get anything ever going. Nothing. So it was pretty frustrating. And the worst thing is, at the end, I had some big counts. I had 2x4 and 2x500 out there. And the dealer gets a 22 twice and takes my money. And I got to call him over. And then they give him a hard time. Now he's in a bad mood. I'm like, I'm in a bad mood. You're in a bad mood. Everything is bad. So, yeah, pretty frustrating. I didn't even want to get anything to eat. I was so frustrated. Where do you go from there? I don't know. I mean, do you abandon blackjack when blackjack is what got me here in the first place? I'm almost, my whole profit that I've made lifetime has been blackjack. And now I'm going to abandon it after all this. But it's like, if I can't win on that table, and I'm free to do whatever I want, they let me do anything I want on that table, and I can't win on that, and I've gone all these months with that bad luck, and I'm not talking about like, oh, I hit a 16 and got a 22. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, I got a ace 9 against a 5 and lose. I've got 2 10s against a 6 and lose. I split and get 2 21s and the dealer draws to a 5-card 21. That's what I'm talking about. That's how bad it was. And that's how bad it's been for a long time. So, I don't know. Talk me down here. I don't know where to go from here. I feel like I'm just torching money right now. And I feel bad about it. And I lost $7,000 the other day and got 95% of it back. And now I lose 8. And now I got to struggle again to get it back. 50 here, 100 there, 200 there. And get it all the way back again. and it's going to come back, but it's so frustrating. I'm losing with this session right here. I just lost 10 to 15 days trying to struggle back. That's how long it's going to take me, all things going well, to get that money back. All I'm doing is losing more and more time. I'm probably 35,000 behind for the year right now from where I want to be. And what's the solution? Travel somewhere? Don't travel somewhere? Take a week off? Play poker? Play slots only? I have no idea what the solution is at this point. But I can tell you I'm very frustrated, very exhausted from doing all this traveling for no reason at all. And right now, just to get to my next stop, which I probably won't even stop, I'm still 170 miles away from my next stop, and then I gotta head home from there. So anyway, yeah, don't mean to be like dumping on everybody here, but it's like, what else can I possibly do? I mean, I played every hand perfectly, even with the dealer, with the pit boss standing there, and I've got a 16 against a 10, and it's not a negative count. I'm staying. I got positive counts. I'm supposed to stay. I stay. I got a 12 against a 4, and you got a nice negative count. I'm hitting it. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do when I'm supposed to do it, busting my butt, working so hard. And this is what's been going on for not days or weeks, for half a year. This has been going on. I think this probably puts me back into November. Break even since November, probably, in blackjack. That's probably how far back I have to go. And really probably further than that, because I had a big run up at the end of the year to finish strong. But I could probably go back to September and be at around the same level right now. So I don't know. Somebody tell me. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I did do some other stuff here online, and had an opportunity to make some money, and I took advantage of it and made about $250. So better than nothing. At least we're moving in the right direction, very, very, very slowly. And I do have an opportunity to stop at one more casino. I'm thinking about it. I just feeling like so deflated right now, but I can still make it there and make it home in time, so I may do that. So picked up $250 and continuing on. When I left that casino, the skies were perfectly clear. Now it's completely cloudy again. I don't know, a little glimmer of hope, and then it's cloudy again. But anyway, I'm continuing on here. I've already driven about 100 miles since I talked to you. I'll be back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Alright, went into this place completely packed, people checking everything. Not a good opportunity right now. I did find a couple small plays and played those through. Made a little money on one, lost a little money on one. Overall ended ahead $24. So, one thing I think I can do is I don't have to play blackjack at the moment, or I can just keep it low. I mean, those tables are annoying, those $25 tables and all the low limit stuff, problems that happen with those. But nobody's forcing me to play it right now, right? So why do I even have to? So I think we might take a little bit of a break. We'll see how it goes. For now, we have the weekend. I'm not doing anything over the weekend anyway. I have my boy with me. And we'll start on Wednesday. We'll figure out what we're going to do starting then. I might just take a little bit of time off here. Or, like I said, might just play lower limits and just be patient and just sit there. I might just pick a place and just sit there and grind and rat hole and grind and rat hole and work my way, back. And everything's going to be okay. I don't have to get it all back at one time. I think that's the best thing that I can do right now, is to not put pressure on myself, every time I've been playing low limit, I've been winning. Every time I've been playing high limit, I've been losing. So we'll just keep it low for a while and grind a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. So that place plus $24, and continuing my trip. And I need to actually stop and get some fuel again. Out of gas again, so I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So I'm going to wrap this up a little bit here. I do still have taxes to do. I'll finish those Monday night. I'm just going to continue my trip home right now and just take it easy, not worry about it right now, and I'll have some time to myself later on to be in deep thought. Maybe tonight while the boy is sleeping, I can just relax and lay in bed and think about things and figure things out. So that's going to be it for right now. What did I eat today? Did I eat today? Let me think here. I don't think so. What did I have today? I had a little salad with just a little bit of lettuce and cheese and a couple cherry tomatoes and a little bit of blue cheese. That's what I had to eat today. I wouldn't recommend it as a meal, but heading home and have a nice meal there. And what did you tip today, MW? Are you kidding? No, definitely not a penny. And we're regrouping, and we'll be back later on. And as I was driving home, I made another 150. So there are possibilities. I just have to work it out, and everything will be all right in the long run. So if you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.